Good evening, this is Nerdist Human, and welcome back to my YOLO run of Rome towards Alexander, and you join me here with Tom Alexander himself as he moves towards the city of Tyre. We do, of course, have Petra as well. Another army is on its way over there, and up north at Gok and Shakmak, we've got ourselves another army ready to, well, maybe defend itself first, but then head down towards Tyre as well. Now, from what we can tell, this might well be the last four armies they've got in this part of the world. We've been doing some shuttle runs over in this part of the world. We do have a spy here as well, and we're not finding too much over here. So I'm feeling fairly confident that any armies they have are way beyond here. The Persian gates are blocking their path. Well, they're probably quite open to them actually, but I'm just not sure there's very many left. As for the rest of our empire, we are at least able to spend some money. Troops are being created. We're over the 7,000 mark in terms of our recruitment at this stage, by the way. I can't remember how many we've lost. It's something like 3,000 something, but it's fine. I don't really need to count how many we've lost so much as how many we have recruited, but it is useful if we have less die because, yes, anyone who dies along the way basically a subscriber who left, so be damned to them. However, we shall be absolutely fine here today. I think we're in a good position to keep on pushing eastward, and we should be taking Babylon with any luck. So we're going to end a turn and see what they do about all of our armies. A couple turns on, and they haven't made any massive moves actually. They decided to push this force back, but they left Alexander alone. We're now going to squat on this hill, at least for the end turn. We've got one single unit of hoplites going over to take care of the Persian side chariots in Petra. It's going to take us a while to build a ram, but it's fine. We'll just siege them out, and in the meantime we'll sit around here and continue to build our forces. However, Amida Mudhoney 42 has done a good job of mopping up what it can over here. We should probably go and get ourselves a watchtower with the little money we have left, just to keep an eye on the civilians, but they seem pretty chill with us, all things considered. We are, though, gradually moving some men over in this direction. We'll get them retrained. And we do probably need to deal with Scythia before too long. Over here, though, Pomeneon probably needs to start off the day by taking these guys down. Now, we've got ourselves a couple of phalangists over here. We've got a pretty good army. We've been collecting some half-decent mercenaries, Cretan archers in this army as well, scythe chariots, oh yes, very nice. Kind of lacking companions here, but I'm hoping Tyre gives us access to some better stables and barracks. Not particularly, but anyway, it's fine. We'll keep pushing ever onwards. Can't quite make it to him right now. Now, we could send Alexander, but I'd rather keep him on this hill and wait for the moment. Interesting. They're going to send one of their armies over to Parmeneon, which is actually quite good. I'm happy enough with this situation. All right, we should have a hill to defend. Imanish of Hatra. Well, Hatra is no longer yours, sir, although we haven't actually renamed that one yet. So we'll see about that. Skilled bureaucrat, epic poet. Very nice indeed, but it's actually minus influence. Oh well, the peasants don't appreciate him. He also has foul practices, which could mean many things. What is it insinuated in this particular occasion? I suspect that might be accusing him of homosexuality. Bit of a shame that it's that bad a new influencer, but we're going to take care of you before too long. Right, this is just a pile of mostly trash. I say trash, they probably will do a good job of holding off against us, but we should be absolutely fine. We probably need to keep it tight though, because we don't have the cavalry that they do. We probably need to utilise the hill and shoot them down. But this is going to be very good. We can take care of 1.5 here. It means Alexander can take care of these two forces, and that will leave things very open indeed. Let's head in.
Today, we look for a victory worthy of Hercules himself. This is a mighty task, but we are men enough to do it. Some of us will soon lie dead. The rest of us will drink to their memory. But now, fight with honor!
Here we are then on the foothills outside of Acre, and I'm just going to put us onto normal speed here for a moment because they are beginning to approach. We have ourselves a beautiful scene here. In fact, you can see the scale of Rome Total War for a moment because we can see Turkey over there, we can see Acre there, and we can see it swinging around, presumably down the coastline. Okay, they've got a huge amount of men, and they're coming up in two armies in a V, which is actually really bad news. We've got ourselves on a bit of a hill here, but maybe not as wide as it could be. I was going to put the archers up front, but you know what? We're going to move them back immediately because I'm slightly concerned about the sheer width that they're coming in with here. So I'm going to say let's grab all our guys and just make them that bit wider. Thank you very much. We'll do the same thing over here because it looks like, yeah, this is potentially a little bit wider than I'd like. Let's just get us all the way up there. Maybe we'll just put these lads at a bit of a flanking cover. We've got more flank cover over here, so I'm not too concerned about that. In fact, yeah, we're going to grab these guys over here. And I've seen the comment about the Phrygians having a lovely time strolling around Asia. No. You're going to have to deal with this cavalry flank in a minute, so look forward to that, my good sirs. Archers, though, are in range, which is very nice indeed. What do we want to be aiming for? Probably the horsemen. There's an awful lot of horsemen. So I'd say we should probably tell the Cretians to aim for a couple of them. Look at the range on these bastards. That's absolutely beautiful. A bit early in the day for some swearing, but there we are. We're going to do it anyway. You lads can get a little bit closer to the front at this point. Looks like a couple early shots coming in. It's probably just their Mardian archers. Bit annoying, to be honest. Maybe we should actually aim our archers in at those guys then if they're going to shoot at us. Right, these are in a hilarious position where immortals are about to just get charged by our chariots. So out to the forest we come. Chariots immediately pile on in. They are some spears, by the way, so we shouldn't last very long in there. But it's always worth a little chariot poke because you can get yourself a good rout. There we are, a couple routes because chariots are good fun. Luckily they set a load of their weak units into this exact position. So that's a half decent beginning for us, isn't it? There's Bacanians. I'm not too worried about the horsemen really, because actually, on the whole, they're just going to run themselves into spearmen. Ooh, Immortals going to take some damage there. They are, however, spears. They should be absolutely fine. Send those guys into there. Send those cavalry into support. Looks like on the whole, we're going to be fine here. They are indeed routing. Time for you to charge on in. Down goes a horsey lad. Get your war cry on and then charge in. That'd be absolutely marvellous. Get that cavalry lad in to come and support. We're doing well, but we need to do a little bit more here. Let's get the general shooting into there, guy. And there we go. You're actually in battle now. Enjoy that, lads. Your massive axes have done the job and they've immediately fled. Okay, fair enough, guys. You've done your work. You've done your work well. Right, where are we in terms of the rest of this? Because it looks a bit chaotic. To get some context of what's going on, our immortals are beating their Persian infantry. Stay in your lane, sir. I do not want you to be out of guard. To be honest, well, I don't want you in guard because you won't do any damage, but I don't want you moving either. Right, as for these guys, we're back in position for the war cry. Get your shots in. General's going to come and help you out, and you are going to do some chunky work. You hit the Bacanian horsemen if you need to. Ah, lovely. Let's watch the axe jump in, and the charge of the cavalry should do that. Indeed, it has paid. This is probably about the first time we've actually been able to fight an actual kind of Macedonian battle, by the way. We're actually, yeah, we're actually using a proper hammer and anvil here a little bit, at least with that one charge we were. That is absolutely magnificent. So you guys get on top of them. We're going to get on top of these guys. Somewhere are some chariots at the rear, by the way. Yeah, just get ahead of those Bacanians. They need to go down. General probably just needs to come and deal with this Persian infantry. In fact, we're just going to go get these guys to come and do a little bit of that at this point as well. You should probably just start charging down the hill because it looks awfully like they are now just defeated. So we're going to get around them. They're now charging from all other random sides. Blow them on a destiny, sir. You're a bit old. You don't need to die unnecessarily. You really just need to enjoy your life. You guys head into there. This is all done now. Unfortunately, the chariots did actually lose at the death, which is unfortunate. They probably got javelined by the Bacanians, but it's not the end of the world. Quite happy with how this has gone, to be honest. I don't think there's very much still fighting. No, it's all pretty much gone. Pomenon is actually being charged here at the end of the battle. He doesn't need to die here, but he should win this fairly handily, you like to think. I say that he is losing men very quickly, it seems, even though he's got 6 experience. There we go. He's done the job just about. You get back on top of him. There's the victory. All right, fine. You get on top of them. chariots, come join us in the fun. It'll be fine. Parmeneon pulled out just about the right moment. He actually routed that unit, so he did claim his victory. We'll just get these guys to chase him down. Lovely work. Lovely work all around here. Have lost a few of the cav we've got, but other than that, not bad at all. Only 226 men lost in that battle. Very nice indeed. They have barely 100 remaining. An awful lot of kills for the bodyguard, it should be said. But for those of you, yes, in the Phrygian Mercenary Infantry Corps, 2 sustained, 73 inflicted. Not bad. Scythe Chariots doing great work as ever. Light Cav doing some decent work. Immortals looking excellent, it should be said. A bit of good work by these guys. Some of the hoplites just standing doing their job. That's absolutely fine. And they want to immediately follow that up by taking on Alexander on the mountain, but it's only one army. That seems absolute lunacy. Oh, Tom Alexander, it's going to be a glorious, glorious day indeed. I suspect, as the music suggests, that they may be regretting this because... Welcome to Death Mountain. Population, the Persians. Oh, this is what we all dream of. I can't wait for all of this nonsense. Okay. We're in a very good position, it should be said, and I don't imagine they're going to do too well. I could have gone halfway down this hill, but I really want them to suffer as much as is possible. So, you know what? We're going to just wait for them to arrive, and it's going to be magnificent. This is one of those spectacular occasions where we can shoot from all the way back here, baby. Watch this, he says. There we go. The arrows coming on in. Goodbye, Steve. I think you're going to be dead. Yes, indeed. There's quite a few who are already dead. Good. Good. Let's speed this up and just see how quickly they all fall apart, because this could be very, very, very fun. I'm going to suggest, guys, that we probably do want to aim at the cav because they're all going to run away eventually. So we probably should be aiming at them. Yeah, okay, we've got those 2 guys to aim at them, and slingers, if you can aim at them, please do, but it's not the end of the world if not. It's all fine. They are getting whittled down pretty quickly here. You can just see the bar go up 6-7%. Oh yeah, they've still got a fair way to go. Don't you stop moving, you numpty. Yeah, I know what you're like with your stupid missile choices. Alright, yeah, keep shooting at them. I think we should be whittling them down pretty fast, and when they get really close, these slingers are going to do some brutal work. Someone just died. Well done. They got hit in the back by a nonsense missile of some sort. That's absolutely fine. It's going to happen, but it is what it is. And when the Rodin slingers to do what they want, they are on skirmish. The Cretians shouldn't be. Unfortunately, yeah, you do always end up hitting some of your own guys in the back in this kind of battle. Is just the way it goes. And there are some javelins even being thrown down the mountain now. That is absolutely spectacular. Oh, you've got to love it. We are definitely doing some damage to ourselves, but yeah, this is good fun. They're not in a particularly good position at this point. I think they might finally come in for something, are they? Do they want to do it? My Rodin's actually been quite reserved on this occasion. Get yourselves back there, lads. Cretians getting shot. That's not acceptable. Their archers are actually doing some damage from up there. Fine. Get my cav. Get my cav. We're going to charge down this hill at some of these archers. Let's keep these guys under wraps. Right, charge down. They've got way too many of those lads around. We want to keep them busy, if nothing else. Right, they should be dancing a little bit. There's a bit of dance. Yeah, we'll just keep them dancing. As long as they're not shooting, I'm absolutely fine. Okay, get yourself back behind the line. You've done some good dingle-dangling, but you're now in the way of the slingers, and that's probably not good for your health. What are they doing, by the way? It looks like they don't actually know what they want to do. Are they aware of anything? These guys... What are they... Oh, they're being charged over here. I think that's what just happened. Let's just send these chaps in to go and deal with those little guys. It's a bit of a strange affair right now. They're standing around getting javelined. Okay, send in the chariots. And they've done the job. Brilliant. Get the slingers back in this direction. I'm just going to tell you just to charge now at this point, guys. I think they're just going to fall apart. I think the proverbial cheese is about to be laid on the plate. There we go. That's a phrase and a half, isn't it? Looks like we're shredding through them with the chariot. Good work. Just keep running through the lines and breaking up everything. I think this is one of those hills. It doesn't happen so much on Rome, more on Medieval 2, where it's so steep that we actually can't get our shots away properly. It's actually slightly problematic. Nonetheless, I'm going to start saying cavalry, start piling down the hill, please. I'm going to say, if I grab the slightly more mobile lads, I'm going to start telling them to start just running, actually. Got more high papists over there, so they can just start moving. I'll grab the hoplites, the more basic guys, and you can just start running down the hill. That'll be magnificent. And Mr. General, I think we'll be fine. Let's run through. I don't think there are any more spearmen in the way, so we'll be absolutely A-okay as we chase them down. Alright, lovely stuff. Yeah, you just chase down those guys. You get on top of him over there. We're going to keep chasing him down anyway. You can just turn around and deal with these guys at this stage. I think you'll be fine. Anyone's companion, by the way, getting some a bit of a run out. It's not necessarily the hammer and anvil of the other battle, unfortunately. But, you know, we bring the wrong horse, the wrong units for the wrong occasions, I guess, on this particular channel. Oh, well, it is what it is. Get everyone in. I think they are entirely on the retreat. And, guys, your job's to get on top of them. Thank you very much. Seems like we're quicker. That is very good news indeed. So, yeah, let's make sure they're all mopped up. I don't want anyone going home today. And there we are, then a clear enough victory. We didn't lose too many there, just about 70 men, but they were absolutely eviscerated. On the new turn, we are the most advanced faction, the strongest faction, and embarrassingly, the richest faction. That does seem to be an issue on this. 69 turns left, 69 men lost in the battle. That's pretty much ideal, and we are so rich, apparently, that we have the advantage over everyone else. That's quite intriguing. Alright, Superior Commander for Alexander, as you might imagine, Parmeneon has himself a runner. Great news. He built some paved roads over in Parmeneon, Mazzini, because, yes, I just want a little highway that's slightly squatted by our allies, but it's fine. Just keep the troops coming over here, because that's where we get our phalangists right now, which is absolutely marvellous. So yes, just keep yourselves moving along in that direction. Get as many reinforcements as we can. This guy ended up in the wrong direction, but it's fine. We can get him back into play, so we'll get ourselves some more units. You, sir, right, you're going to run off, but if we put this under siege first, yes, that should be good. So, we've actually still only lost that one spy at the very start, by the way. Yeah, if we put this under siege, when you flee, you're now going to be stuck outside, which means we can just mop you up, baby. 25 kills each. Brilliant. We didn't get to properly kill him. Oh, well, it's absolutely okay. We'll just get that all sorted out. All right, well, we're going to have a little look around the map, see what's what, but I think we're in a pretty good place. And to be honest, if we've got all these armies under control, because we've just taken care of most of them, is it just this that's left? It might be, in which case, yeah, we can start organising ourselves to go and take down Babylon. I mean, that probably should just be Alexander's job. And on that note, actually, Parmeneon probably should just be the one who hangs out here and does that job. And we'll send Alexander. Fine. Well, we're going to prepare some reinforcements for him over in this part of the world. Retrain those guys. Get that all sorted out, and we've pretty much spent all our money. Excellent. One of you then is going to join the party as the benefactor of Parmeneon. Very nice indeed. Brave bit of drill master. Bit of a shame they do neutralise each other. Antisthenes of Patrae is going to join up. That's very nice indeed. Where are you? Back here? I'm not actually sure, because I probably should have checked out where he was, but oh well, it's absolutely fine. So we have a few new recruits in the army. That is excellent. Yes, where is this marriage? Ah, okay. He's over here. This guy's got himself married, but that's not the guy you were just talking about. I'm not actually sure where he has appeared. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. What we do need to think about here is, does Parmeneon have enough in this army to win out if Alexander leaves him to it? Because I have a feeling he might, but he potentially might be in a little bit of trouble, because we do need a couple more reinforcements. Okay, can we get any reinforcements to him? Probably yes, so I think we will do just that. particularly as these two units are pretty much dead. So we're going to send them away. We'll get you some fresh units, particularly those two guys. And I'm just going to say this lad over here, we're going to lift the siege and we're just going to punch him in the face. That just gets him out of the way for the time being. Unfortunately, we're now stuck in your zone, which means we can't go anywhere once again. So we might get stuck in this, by the way. So maybe it wasn't the best idea. It's fine. We'll just put it back under siege over here and we'll just keep on continuing this silly little game. So we'll lift the siege and attack this guy instead. Oh, for Pete's sake. The game really doesn't understand what I... Right, apparently he can't do anything because of the new unit and now he's lifted the siege. Excellent all around. Everyone's stupid. With Tyre under siege and this army isolated, we will just continue to take them on. There's just a few randomers here. They've managed to kill 2, which is mildly annoying, but I guess that's always likely. Let's go and finish these chaps off. Decent sized army, to be fair. Fair amount of archers, but taking these guys out should leave Parmenion with enough there where Alexander can just start moving off to Babylon. An interesting battle, this one. They've immediately run forward, and so have we, just to make it to a little ridge, I guess. Just felt a bit awkward in the rocks there. So, yes, both sides just sort of standing around in odd positions. I'm going to go and get my chariots to charge into there, and I'm going to go and win this cavalry battle as well. Hopefully we'll just pull out and shred them. That's kind of the idea, really. Chariots charge on in, and the light cav mops up behind it, or at least chases them off the field. That works for me. Get the Cretians. Yeah, they're not on skirmish. These guys are on skirmish. That's kind of ideal. This is good. Companions in the battle here today, along with the light lads. That's absolutely fine. Modern archers are not in the position they want to be in, to be honest. Let's get the companions in here. Get these guys into the flank, into the flank. Anytime. They're broken anyway. There we are. They turned up just in time to do some lovely break-in. Good. I was about to say we need to remove our cav from that flank, but no, it's just too late. That's fine. That's the life of being a cavalryman. I forget about one of the flanks. So it is what it is. It's the Phrygians I've forgotten about you, apparently, because you're all the way out on that flank on this occasion, but it's fine. This is all a bit of a feign here. I'm pulling them in so that they can die to our slingers. Right, we're going to make sure these guys get dealt with. Should we just join in a lovely companion charge on some spearmen? I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Smash-a-rooney! Yeah, you see, that's now left a rout in their rear. The general is going to be fleeing. Oh, that's absolutely lovely. Okay, so down goes Mr. General McGee, and all is absolutely fine. Oh, yeah. So we'll just get those light lads to go and deal with that. We'll get these guys over here. Oh, companions getting javelins while I tell someone else what to do. Mardian archers, you're going to die a horrible, horrible death for that. So they're just reorganising themselves. These slingers have a death wish and wanted to charge them. Surprised they didn't rout the entire army by themselves. I kind of thought they would for a moment, but it's fine. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to get these chariots back into there. That is absolutely marvellous. We'll just continue to sling at them, to be honest, because the cavalry, for once, are actually able to win the cavalry battle. We've actually got enough here of decent quality to do it. So we'll continue to do that, and we'll just keep on peppering them in the meantime. Get our light cav back into the game. They can just get around the rear, mop everyone up. That's absolutely fine. As for the rest of it, they should just come in and face our infantry properly soon enough. But as long as it takes them, we'll get some more missiles in. Well, the end of the battle is probably nigh. Companions are doing some good work, just ploughing through the rear as the Phrygians enter the battle. Chariots are routing again. They were just holding off some of the guys who had gone to the rear of the battlefield. Unfortunately, that is just the way that goes. Some immortals in the centre just need to be finished. Some chariots are... well, we can't hurt them, so they're just siving up all of our men. It's quite good, isn't it? Okay, looks like the Rhodians are back on their feet. That's absolutely fine. Right, get the cav to charge these guys down. Looks like we're going to need one big chunky charge from these guys just to plough through the spearmen, because that's how we use these cavalry in our army. Damn it! Woohoo! And I would say they're going to rout from that. Indeed, we lost a few, but That's what you're there for, lads. You're there for a big chunky charge when it's completely unnecessary. So we'll get on top of those guys, the last few. We'll get the Catacarders. You know what, Mr. General? No, we'll send in the General as well. All is fine. We've absolutely got that under control. Get everyone over here for the final death charge. Death and glory. Grab my spears. We can lift up the spears. Oh, Tom Alexander doesn't get to do the final hit. But it's fine. Victory's near enough at hand from his very charge. The idea of him charging basically caused victory. And with this, we can pretty much get moving towards Babylon. It's a clear victory then, just 131 men dead on this occasion. They have virtually no one left. Perfect. Glorious victory indeed. Alexander the Great can be back to the road, and yeah, we can get moving straight to Babylon, baby. And we should be in pretty good place. At this point, if Memphis is happy enough for you to finally leave, or do you just want to stay there? You know what, Amy? I think that is kind of canon that you stick around, isn't it? I would really like these guys trained though, so we are going to bring them with us for some retraining somewhere further down the line. Now, it would be great if we can make this actually happy at some point. And I have run out of peasants, so we will have to just send them immediately back over in that direction. Anyway, I'm going to organise who we send. We should hopefully be able to leave enough here where... This place is never happy, it should be said. Alright, we'll send like one more of you. Great. Now we got some reinforcements to go ahead over in this direction too. Petra will fall in one turn. And Tyre, I don't know what they're going to do, but I think they've hired up all the mercenaries in the world. Yes, they have. Fortunately, the mounted desert skirmishers are actually quite good, as we've seen. They actually keep on surviving in Alexander's army, unlike the rest of my cav. They're just better, damn it. So good shout out to anyone who chose them. On our way to Babylon. And in Petra, they are going to Sunny Fourth, but it is just a chariot charging out against some hoplites. I think we'll be fine. I don't really know what you were expecting in this battle, but I suspect it was going to be something like this. Unfortunately, they have managed to come in at the side, which is a little bit awkward, obviously. But down goes the general, and with that, we can, we'll just immediately end. All is fine. Unfortunately, 3 soldiers have been killed in rioting in Petra, which is a bit of a shame because I'm trying to make it happier, damn it, but there isn't much I can do. I might actually have to hire some peasants there. Oh no, there's also been a storm. I hope that isn't too bad. It doesn't seem like anyone's actually been killed by that, which is very good news. Okay, well, they're just continuing to allow this siege to happen. So Alexander's just going to continue on his little walkies over here. Petra will just have to be sad. It's just the way it goes. However, I don't think this pass is necessarily always here. I've added in a few extra little passes into the geography because, quite frankly, the original is stupid. It tries to force you in the exact route that like Alexander took. You can't go through the north here. You can't go through the north here. You can't go through here. Oh no! All this forest is too chunky. So yeah, we're changing that up here. We're going to send this army. He got a bit impatient, so he's just heading over there right now. Alexander's going to join up shortly, and everything else seems largely chill enough. Slightly concerning, I can see the first Persian assassin. I'm going to have to send this spy immediately to come and join me because this game ends if I die. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, we're going to get some mounted skirmishers, just an extra 54 men. Nothing too much to worry about. Dahe and Scythia now at war. Yes, I can see that up north. That's a big-ass army, and that might mean we need to think about that, actually. It might be that this force needs to... Well, we've got some more forces building up over here, so we are going to have to think about that. So I suspect that might be what we are doing next, yes. So, get these forces continuing to move along. Jade... Yeah, continue to make some troops there. We have got a few more units over in the capital, just in case we need to deal with Scythia. But I think we're okay for the time being. Petra has indeed chilled out thanks to those peasants. That's good. And up north, oh yeah, we can just sneak our way through the forest, sir. And you can just put Ecbatana under siege immediately. Get the rest of your army to join you. There are some reinforcements around, but that'll be absolutely fine by me. We'll just get one more ladder. No, can't quite do that either, but that's absolutely fine. So, what do we have over there? Nothing too much. In terms of reinforcements, can we do with some archery? We definitely could. I'm going to get one more immortal. We must be getting close to our numbers now, by the way, so I'm going to go and check that. We can't be too far. We've probably got another 1,500, I'm going to estimate, but yeah, not too many more troops. Going to have to utilise what we got, so we can't be throwing things away here. I know it looks like we're about to basically steamroller, but we just need to make sure we're not throwing lives away willy-nilly, because we need every last body, I would suggest. Though we do have our spies, they are helping us just see what's ahead, and there's basically nothing, to be honest. That's essentially what I'm learning. I can't see any actual army. I think all that's left is over here in Tyre, and that is 3 turns from surrender. And interestingly, in Tyre, they decided just to let me have it. Interesting. Scythia using up their army over there. Memphis is very unhappy. 74 soldiers? We can't afford 74 soldiers being killed, you utter numpty. That is just ridiculous. Sort it out now, you utter prat. Come on, Amy, I expect better than that from you. Anyway, Tyre's now ours. At least that didn't take any losses, but we lost more from the riot than we did from the city. Anyway, this, of course, as I've said a few times, is sort of late. Is it? I can't remember actually if it's sort of. Oh no, we've spelt it wrong. Is it a Z on laser or not? I actually can't remember. Right, sort of laser tire. I'm quite happy with that one. Okay, good. Sort of laser tire over there is now ours. Alexander the Great is just standing over here. We can see Thaddeus is coming on in. They're welcome to take me on there if they want to. Cyrus is heading over here. That's fine by me as well. We can get some reinforcements in if we need to. We got some allies on the bridge, which is very nice. And yeah, Scythia taking on Azara up there. That's good. They want to take it back. That's going to deplete their armies very well. Temple of Ares almost built over here in Gokhan, which is very nice indeed. That's going to be giving us 2 XP to all of our units. That's what we want to see. So, okay, we're starting to build up our forces over in this part of the world. Leaving our boats, we don't need to worry about those. But, yeah, as long as Memphis can chill out, we should be okay. But I'm not sure quite why it's so unhappy. Yeah, you see, even if we start hiring the entire world, it won't be. And we can't really afford to hire very many more, damn it. So, I think what we'll do is we're heading to Ecbatana first, because this one's just waiting, and it's going to take ages to be sieged out. So let's head on in. Let's take these guys out. It shouldn't be too complicated, to be honest. Well, it is likely to be simple enough here today, but there is a stone wall, and a stone wall can always be a little bit awkward, especially if we're trying to not lose too many men. I've just calculated things, by the way. We've hired 8,500, so we've still got 1,500 men we can hire. We want those basically at this point to be phalangists and companion cavalry. That's really all we want them to be. Maybe some Cretians. But yeah, we want to be making sure that we are not losing anyone unnecessarily at this stage. We're going to use some of the more basic lads just to be garrisons where we need them to be. Let's get everyone up to the walls. Hopefully they'll just flee and we'll be fine. But if they, yeah, you see, we're going to take some damage from towers here. Annoyingly, that's these guys over this wall, which I was hoping would just react to them. But if nothing else, we can very quickly get around to here. These guys should be, yeah, flexible enough to be able to fight these guys well. Oh, brilliant. Yes, we're going to get ourselves all the way over here nice and quick. And they're going to throw some javelins in. I'm just going to say, let's just go and head straight into them. We might have to do some wall fighting here, lads, but with the units in for the surround and half decent, kind of flexible medium infantry, we should be a-okay. It's just peltas, but they can be very annoying on the wall. At the very least, we've now got the gateway, and with the gateway, probably a good idea to descend in. Something like the javelin cav isn't the worst plan, actually. We can throw some javelins into the rear if we need them. Get yourselves around here. That tower's ours as well, actually, isn't it? These guys are shaken. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just going to have to lose some of our men here, but it's okay. We're going to have them surrounded. They are slowly getting defeated. Yeah, they're surrounded now. Get these guys in. They can throw some javelins, and as long as As long as no reinforcements come to take out our cav, we should be in a good position here to start throwing some javelins up. Yes, indeed, they're now gone. We don't even need to do it. But it is a good idea to get some support javelins in that kind of a position. Get these guys over to reinforce and grab this tower. I obviously sent these guys up because they do have javelins to throw down if we needed them. And we have some missiles here, but we didn't need it in the end. Good. With that done, should just be the 2 cav, or just the 1 cav actually, and 1 more infantry on the plaza. If these guys are up there as well, it could have been a lot more damage for us. Yes, it's very annoying that when you move your thing that it doesn't, that it interrupts your camera movement on this game, but it's all fine and dandy, and they're now broken. We're going to have to do this in a slightly silly way here, which is to run these guys into a more aggressive position and then just start running them into the plaza, and we'll just put our pikes down when the time is right. You guys get in there because you're just being shot and it's not fun. It's not fun being shot. Right, get your pikes down around about now. Same with you. You can do that, and you are just running straight into the general. Thank you very much. Shoot into that general if you can at all in any way, shape or form. You are just going to continue running your phalanx in. We've just got Pointy McGee going on over here. You guys put your phalanx down. There we go. It's okay now. We're just going to have to do this however it works, to be honest. It's fine. Right, they're doing their job very nicely. This is about as good as these guys can do this as well. We're just going to have to take the losses we take, unfortunately. Just do as much damage as you can. They're still just shooting at the archers rather than dealing with these guys. We're just going to slowly walk through them. It's kind of impact. Oh no, they're doing the stupid thing. They're doing that stupid thing. It's fine. Do what you... Anyway, he's dead now. Anyway, he's gone, so that's the battle. That was a battle. I'm not sure it's heroic, but it was a win, and I guess we'll take it. Well, there is at least a town with another huge pile of money, so we'll be taking that. Thank you very much. We are going to start running into problems, though, aren't we? Yes, I suspect we will. Let's just go and get ourselves a spy and get these guys retrained. Let's just merge them together first and foremost. So, all right, that's that done. So, with that, where are we sitting now? We're just waiting for their counter. We will just turn you down to low tax rate. That should be chill in a moment. We've got ourselves a spy of Alexander, which means he hopefully won't get assassinated, but you never know, quite frankly. And as for everything else, yeah, we have our diplomat over here. Good old Ecbatana in the comments section, who decided to be this lad. I'll be honest, you're likely to get bribed, and that would be terrible if that's the way you go. I'm not sure you get your city in the east if that... Well, I'll let you have your city, but that guy will be burnt at the stake. That'll be how we celebrate the renaming of the city. Okay, fine, that's one for the future. For now, we wait the end turn. And the game is trying to end here thanks to this assassin. Hopefully he doesn't succeed. Looks like he died. That's good news, but there's another attack on Tom Alexander's life, and that would be good old Talis. He's coming in with a big pile of mercs. They're getting desperate now. They're spending whatever money they don't have. Well, the money the game cheats them when they realise they're out of money. But basically, we're going to be taking them down here. This should be easy enough. Let's just bear in mind, yeah, reinforcements coming from the city. Might want to take those guys out, and then we can turn and face with them. Let's head in. Well, it looks awfully like they're going to attack us as they currently are. Cretians, though, are shooting in at the general. That is fine. We'll just have to see how all of that goes. Persian infantry way out of position right now. Don't need to worry about them. I'm going to go and try and win this cavalry affair then, if those guys are way out of the way. Okay, they're going to go and charge in. Let's go and get these guys out of position. Don't want to throw away these companions, but the skirmishers definitely want to be getting them into battle pretty soon here. So, get everyone running. Okay, looks like the general is just standing there getting shot by us right now. If you want to get taken on, that's fine. Get those barbarian cavalry dealt with our skirmishers. Eastern mercenaries are just going to turn up at a really awkward time, and I think it's going to be bad for them because they're just going to rout. Brilliant. So we've got our cav immediately winning this flank over here. Over on this side, ooh, I'm going to say, Mr. Chariots, just go and deal with those pelters. Same with you. Just go and run away, actually. That'd be absolutely marvellous. Yeah, that's fine. You go and walk into them. You go and walk into them. And I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Right, as much as possible, though, we do want all these guys to be mopped up. So, yeah, let's just immediately get back on top of these guys because they are basically all escaping at this moment. And I do not want them getting away. Companions, pile on in. We're all out of sorts on this flank, but it's kind of okay, to be honest. Cretians are a little bit vulnerable in terms of their current position, and that's kind of fine, I think. Right, cavalry are doing a good job. General's bodyguard. Let's go and get Cretians over here to go shoot them down instead. That's going to be a much better use of our time. We've shot him down. That is perfect. Okay, good. We've now taken care of him. They're now starting to flee through us. It's a little bit strange. You get into them. I'm going to get these Phrygian lads to come and do some good battling. Cretians, please be shooting. I actually want you to shoot them, but shoot those skirmishes instead because they're the ones currently in position. We're actually going to get on the top of that general just see if we can take him out. We should be on the right side to clear him pretty quickly if we're lucky. We'll just see about that. So we're just going to get these two guys in post haste. So Radiant Slingers, you just throw yourselves in there. Why not? Yes, indeed, Cretians. Cretians, just throw your lot at them. And at this point, yeah, just start actually moving at them because they're kind of just in terrible positions and are basically asking to die. I'm going to send General over here because we just want to mop them up as much as possible. And looks like that General is gone. Good, good, good. Get the companions out of those guys. Those are chariots, not ideal. The other chariots are gone. That is absolutely marvellous. And with that, this is perfect. Yep, they are fleeing, those immortals, and they are pinned by the companions. Just what we want to see. Grab the general. Thomas, head down there. We've got them now. It's nice to have some cav doing some good work. Eastern Mercs are giving up before the battle begins. Who would have thought that? That's never happened before. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, good. They are in flight. They are gone. Don't actually know who's still technically fighting, but we do need these guys dealt with. Archers, if you can, try and land another hit on these guys if at all possible. We need to get our speed up this hill. These guys are really helpful actually. They've got so much maneuverability. It's just what you need to be mopping everyone up. And as for mopping up, at this point, yeah, it looks like it's down to the general to do the job. Another clear victory for us then, mostly mopped up, very few remaining. I don't think they should be keeping the town after that battle. Well, it's another city that's gone down. We're just going to exterminate, and apparently we are behind schedule. We've just taken Babylon, dear. Calm down. Most advanced faction is us, probably because we've been stealing it all, quite frankly. Wonder captured. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Oh yes, very nice. Melkor is here to help. It's marvellous stuff. Right, so with that, we're in a good position. You, sir, Alpius, you need to stick with me at all times. Oh, yes. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, we can recruit everything here. There's Cretan archers, there's phalangists. We can't get companions, though. Okay, companion cav, royal stables. 9,000. But I could also get the armor. I'm going to get the companion cav because I can't get them anywhere else. But, okay, that is excellent news. Now, over here, we have now got upgrades in this part of the world. We're going to go and get ourselves phalanges in 4 turns. We've also got the awesome Temple of Ares to get, so that's excellent work. That will give us some lovely, lovely units out of there. That will probably have to be to go and deal with this section of the map and maybe swing over here with that army because, to be honest, I think we've got more important things to send our main armies to right now. This guy's just here. Interesting. We'll deal with him in time. Still got a few units in this part of the world. Probably best that we keep it that way for the time being. We'll just get those hoplites retrained. You can't actually retrain the experience onto them, unfortunately, but it's looking pretty good. Now, do you want to go straight onto Susa? We'll give it a turn just to calm down, but in general, we'll do some merging and we'll get some guys retrained. Well, good news. Amy's got himself married, which is absolutely lovely. And we are now just starting to build things. We've been having money the last few turns. Let's just get everyone having some better lives, really. Have sewers, have temples. And, you know, Memphis has stopped rioting, so he's got himself married. So very nice for you. You can maybe... Angry. Yes, bloodthirsty and angry. Yeah, I can imagine that in that town. It's been a little bit annoying, to be honest, hasn't it? But Scythia's still chill with us. They're still besieging over there. And that army is not going anywhere right now. So that's fine. That's less fine, actually. We do have a spy of us. Good. We have left a spy of us. We need to take care of him, by the way. That's what I've hired my spy for. Go and take care of him. I have an assassin. Ooh, they're sending a stack at me. That's interesting. We can now at least retrain. So I'm going to say, yeah, we'll do a bit of merging. And we'll get those guys sorted out. But yeah, they're coming for us. So do you want another one? Yes. Okay, so they have at least one more army. That's interesting. And actually, there's a little bit of experience on it in places. So there's some things still around. But obviously, I can see a little bit further. Can we go see to Pera? There's Pera. There's nothing there. Keta has nothing there. We'll just head back to our previous spot, to be honest. But yeah, there's not an awful lot going on. Persia apparently the richest, which shows the cheating of the game because, yeah, how are they rich at this point? Because the game is giving them buckets for no reason. Okay, well, we're immediately going to go and take our army. And we're just going to plough straight into this one on the bridge. And then we're going to stand on the bridge. My voice is gone for a moment there, but it's just the beauty of all of that. I will go and send some of my men into Babylon just to try and make sure it's chill. So yeah, maybe we'll send them over there. That will keep it under control. Now, in terms of Babylon, oh yes, there's a Jacob Logson who is one of our members. So it's going to be Jacobalon. There we are. It's the great city of Jacobalon. You get the honour of it just because your name fits it best, to be honest. So there we are, Jacobalon. A great city name, and it should be more common than it is. There we are. So yeah, everyone's now just getting huge piles of buildings lined up. Isn't that marvellous? Anywhere that can basically is now. I say that. You can just have a blacksmith. Blacksmiths are always useful. We'll just make sure things are lined up at this stage. We can repair the... You know what, we will. Just because we can, we'll repair the cavalry stables. A few turns on then, and Susa is heavily under siege now. 5 turns until that surrenders. I think we'll just let that one slowly tick down. Alexander himself, though, has moved further on. Persepolis is in his sights. We've also sent the army from Ecbatana, or Ecbatana, over towards Tamale just to continue pushing onwards into their territory, keep them dancing. They are pulling some armies out of their arse at this stage, which is basically the game just cheating. So time is somewhat of the essence, but I also want to make sure we're getting out some good units. Companion cavalry are coming out now with armourer 4 turns away. We are now getting 3 experienced high pacifists over here, and they'll be heading straight over to Jacobalon as well. So over to Jacobalon, where they can retrain with the new armourer. That's absolutely marvellous. With the free experience, will be coming the city barracks very, very soon. That will be a lovely, lovely combination. But for the time being, enter and see if they want to take us on, because they've got a few armies floating around quite close to us at the moment. Well, indeed, they are going to take on Alexander out to the fields of Persepolis. This is good news for me. 2 of their generals over here. Not too much in terms of archers, in fact, not too much in terms of anything, really. We should be absolutely fine. Let's take them down. Another day, another Doom Hill to defend, so I guess we will indeed be going to send some cavalry out for a big chunky charge. Everyone else, though, I'm pretty certain they will be eliminated by a combination of hill, pike, and beautiful, beautiful Cretians. So let's go and get our light troops into this general over here, hack him down. Some companions are coming to help, but I think, yeah, sheer numbers are going to do a number on them. We do have the Cretians shooting at that unit, so I should change this around now into that general over there. This is good. I've just taken just a few light knocks, but that is 1 general down. Good, 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 good. Get our cavalry into the rear at this point. We can just be in a nice position to mop everyone up. Not with the idea what these guys are doing, so I'm just going to tell my archers to aim at them. whilst we're going to get these guys to go take care of those immortals. Phrygian lads, you can actually go run over, deal with him as well. That'll be absolutely perfect. Generals over there. There's some peasants. Let's just go and charge into those guys. Well, we are now just pushing forward. Alexander is thundering down the hill, and we're going to send in some lovely companions just to go and deal with these infantrymen. They're now running away. Unfortunately, the general probably will make it. We're going to charge down those back trains, though. Everyone apart from the general will probably be killed here today. We'll just tell them all to run after them if at all possible. But yeah, looks like they're going to be mopped up beautifully here. I realise I forgot to give you a little outro there, but we only lost 160 or so men, having chased them all down. And with that, we're ready to move on to Persepolis. Okay, let's just get ourselves right here. We'll probably head into this one nice and quick, actually, because we're in a pretty good position to do so. Are we going to get any hide mercs? No mercs for us. Storm, oh, for Pete's sake. One of our admirals has died with more. We're even in the port. What's the point of the Pharos of Alexandria? It's not here anymore, is it, Thomas? No, it's gone. Or it hasn't been built yet, sorry, because that's supposed to be a rebuild. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, 31 soldiers lost to that kind of nonsense. Brilliant. Okay, other than that, we're absolutely fine. We did lose the actual admiral in that particular affair, but otherwise we're looking pretty good over here. We've by the way, just trying to chase a general or a little unit around here, which is why we've got this kind of random forces here or there, but it's absolutely fine over here to tabai them. Let's just keep getting things under siege. Terrible forces, but they will go down eventually. We will, though, grab our forces over here. Why are we so unhappy, by the way? Because I sent the whole army away, didn't I? Okay, we'll just get a hoplite, get 2 hoplites, and repair the academy. We need that for, like, academic things. Anyway, Susan will fall soon enough. Persepolis is nearly in the bag, and Kamana, well, I don't think they have very much to actually back that up, because, yeah, there's Bera. They've got nothing. Well, I just had a massive scream over here. Someone was just assassinated, but we'll get to that in a moment. Alexander the Great being taken on by Melkor. Okay, need to take him down. This should be easy enough, you'd think. Just another huge battle to wipe them to the floor. Well, an interesting battlefield here with a massive pointed rock in the middle. Actually, it's not too pointed at all, but it's quite an interesting one. We're going to get some hoplites into position over there. We're going to do similar over this side of the rock to give us a wonky formation. That should be good fun. I should probably just keep an eye on these guys over here. Maybe archers focus on those lads for the opening bout here. That'd be absolutely marvellous. We have these cavalry just shuffling over towards that position. We'll just let them do what they want to do. Okay, there's all their cavalry over here. We got the Phrygians to help if we need to, but could be an interesting one. They're not going to get too far against all of those guys, though, so we will see about that. Everyone else is just coming in their usual kind of manner. Now, what do we want to do with Mr. General over here? I would say we want to give him a good hearty charge. So you just plough into here and we'll get into the rear of these guys pretty soon. They've already broken. Oh, very nice. So yeah, we're just immediately into these guys. Immortals are going to try and shoot us from right there. And Phrygians, do we need you? You can... No, I don't think we need you. No, that's absolutely fine. Right, this general's in trouble. This is good news indeed. They're just running straight into piles of spearmen. This guy's fighting till pretty much the last, which is unfortunate, but hey-ho. Now, at some point, by the way, this is a different kind of general. This must be a newer general because, yeah, he's not a chariot, he's a cavalryman, which is of interest. I hadn't really noticed that till right this second. The general's fleeing away. Can we javelin him? Don't let him escape with just one of them. That'll be really annoying indeed. That's what's about to happen. Boo! Boo-earns, I say. Boo-earns. Okay, well, it's all fine. We'll just mop up the rest. They're just going to keep running into spears, which is quite amusing. And our cavalry's going to pile into the back of these immortals, and they seem to mostly just gild themselves, to be honest. Going to send in the general. Come on, Alexander, get in there. Have a little bit of a poke. Let's just get these guys routed. That'll be fine. Hopefully Alexander doesn't die because of that. He didn't die. That's good news, isn't it? Let's just get in the back of them because for some reason they haven't routed. Yeah, they're just running back and forth endlessly into my into my men here. I'm not sure why it took these guys so long to break, but it did. Nonetheless, it looks like they're mostly in flight now. Gonna grab what cavalry I have left. No, these guys are going to be killed. And grab what little cavalry I have left and tell them to go into mop-up mode. I'm going to go send the general to go and deal with this. There's quite a lot of this back here, actually. That could be problematic. Don't hit the scythe chariots, lads. That's fine. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do a bit of pushing from the general. We'll let the archers do a bit more work on the likes of these infantrymen. But in general, you've largely done the job. You just need to... yeah, find a way of chasing them all down, because it's going to be tedious, I imagine. Blow the horn of destiny, it's time for Tom Alexander to arrive! Oh yeah, that is the big plough we needed. We've lost quite a few men in this battle, by the way. We're starting to get whittled down here. There's a lot of missiles, and we weren't really in the best position for that. We were kind of stuck downhill here. But it was a fun position to utilise, so I thought we might as well do so. Let's just get some of our slightly faster infantry to go and finish some of these guys off. I think that's about it over on that part of the battlefield. Yeah, it looks like we've lost our cavalry. We are going to take the city, and that's the main... well, we're not quite going to take the city, but we're pretty much ready to mop up as much as we can and take the city. Well, in the end then, we're going to mop up as many as we can. I don't know if it will be quite enough. 90%, that should wipe things out, but it is a city and there is a general, so he won't quite take it. But there's not too many left remaining. We lost a few there, but it will probably do the job. Well, in an alternative universe, we had the game crash, so this time we do apparently take the city, but they still have a fair few men left, which is a bit unfortunate. One soldier's been killed in Ecbatana. That's a little bit embarrassing for you, sir. And there's a bit of rioting over in Parmenion. Parmenion is too far away from him now. Oh no, they feel deeply sad. Oh, they just need that to get done. Okay, they can have that rebuilt. That'll be absolutely fine. By the way, over here, oh, we can get Phalangists now with 3 experience. That is what we want to be spending basically all of our last units on. Now, the thing is, I am starting to think now we got 10,000. 10,000 is fine. What we could do, though, is retrain them. You see, these agrarians is wrong enough, but Dravlinmen now, beautiful. These guys, we could retrain them. They could retrain to still throw javelins, but be a little bit more fully rounded. Or maybe ride a horse. So, lads, how do you feel about riding horses? Because, yeah, I don't necessarily think we'll be... failing to use our 10,000 if we're going to be retraining them. That still counts, right? Okay, right. Well, Alexander the Great has gained some stats, even though it wasn't, that wasn't the battle that you just saw. That's fine. I just did an auto-resolve this time. So we've got a bit of merging going on. We got some cavalry back, actually, so you didn't die on this occasion. We'll have to go mop those guys up. Bit annoying that they still live. By the way, are you about to attack me? Because I really don't want you to right now. The Optimus Perez is to send his reinforcements around the corner. That's good for us. They've now settled down. Okay, well, we were a tiny bit more tidying up, but it's probably about time to end it for the day. Well, I thought I wouldn't bother showing you the Battle of Comana because it's yet another Alexander just mops people up battle. But, okay, 150 odd men lost, and the city falls straight to us. We do have a new city called Draconia, by the way. It looks much happier now, unlike Barmene and Mazzini, which is getting its thing rebuilt. That's absolutely fine. Yes, we went under siege and they decided to attack us, so it's ours now. But yet another battle that I don't think we need to add them all in, but I wasn't expecting the city, so we'll absolutely take that. Susa now 2 turns away. These guys might actually just be sending their forces up to Azara, which is theirs, of course. But we will see about all of that. Right, we're gonna start sending. I sent some troops here, some sort of laser tie over, just to get all the experience on them. Very nice indeed. Although this is not particularly happy at this point. Yes, Draconia here for a somebody named member of the channel who does an awful lot of commenting. Definitely one of our top commenters. So definitely earned yourself a city there, sir. I hope you enjoy it. Persepolis is looking good at this point, starting to... I did hire us up some Eastern mercenaries, but we'll probably retrain those into someone competent later if I decide that's what I'm going to do. Do have some good units over there. Probably need to be doing a bit of merging, a little bit of retraining of some of these. They're starting to get a little bit battered. Some of them are okay, but we could probably do with a turn or two just to get some things retrained. So we'll just grab some of our friends. Those are the mercenary ones. Can't actually retrain those. And we'll just get those guys up to full strength. And we're probably best off over here in Kamana, just getting things down to low tax rate. And, oh my days, yes, build a shrine to Zeus, please. Definitely be needing that. Okay, so we do have a new friend, Bacchus, a young child who will join us one day. Memphis has built its council chamber. It might actually be happy for a little while. That will be good. Okay, don't worry about retraining the people who have been killed. Those riots are somewhat irritating, it should be said. I'll tell you what you can do, sir. There are some decent mercenaries around here, so I wouldn't mind say hiring them. We'll hire the Immortals, we'll hire the Scythe Chariot. We do want them anyway. That hasn't quite made them happy. I'm hoping we can retrain them, but sadly we can't. But nonetheless, it's still very useful to have these guys along. Maybe we'll just get one more unit just to kind of keep this place chill. Rhodian slingers, useful to have some slingers along. Still not happy, for Pete's sake. Anyway, hopefully that will be absolutely fine in a turn or two. We are gradually, as I say, getting our men ever forward. And we are now starting to push these cities down. We'll finish off Susa next time when we decide to go for the juggler with this. We might just go for a nice long chunky end episode. It might turn out to be 6 rather than 5. If only because, when we're counting every death, it's worth showing you most of the battles, if not quite all of them. As I say, these towns are starting to look very empty indeed. So we might just spend the first half of next time mopping up the Persians rather than anything else. But Dahe can still be a bit of a problem, and they have done damage to Scythia. On the note of Scythia, by the way, don't worry, Mr. Diplomat, Mr. Kiambaka, the diplomat, you are actually becoming a tactful foreign dignitary of a diplomat over here. You actually have friends. You actually made allies with the Scythians, thanks to you, sir. There we are, 2 of your friends right there. And I'm going to send you, though, further on to your town of... Yes, Kiachlia over there in the distance. Is that one? Yeah, there we are. There's your town. We'll let you get there. Hopefully you won't get assassinated on the route. We have an assassin in the way just to try and help you out. Hopefully he'll be able to protect you. But yes, I think it's time just to do a bit of tidying up between episodes here. We've got a couple of turns, as I say, until Susa. So we'll. I hope you'll be able to join me for the start of that. I'm going to say this is the very last call. I think I might have said that last episode, but... very last call now. If you haven't already requested the city name, this might be a good time to do it because we're starting to run out of time on this campaign. Just 51 turns left. Alexander is still alive, up to 6 experience now. Yes, indeed, we are tearing people up with him. It's very nice indeed. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas. This is today's team, and this has been a YOLO run of Rome Total Wars Alexander. Thank you, and tally ho. Swing yourself around and do what all good aristocracy do, and murder peasants. This is amazing. The rebel unit is actually taking part in the battle from the boat. These horses are potentially drowning themselves. Please don't drown one of them drowned themselves. Down to... down to none.